What's going on, guys? Hold on, I gotta do a thing real quick because I think the chat needed to be renewed. Let's see if that worked. There it goes. Okay, cool. Hi. I was having technical difficulties, hence why I'm running just a little bit late. Sorry about that, guys. It happens. I was having internet problems, actually, due to some of the things. Yeah, if it's got buffering issues, let me know. I had to change some settings, but had internet problems, so got to be careful in the future. Okay, so guys, Sunday live show. What's going on? I did see, of course, Andy Wilson there. I got Dolphin L also in that chat, and I've got things rearranged at the moment. So obviously, you guys are now facing my window instead of the DTOF wall. Last week I had my desk rearranged differently for the Nerdcast we did last weekend. So right now I've got things set up as a L shape, so things are a little bit off. So sorry about that, but hey, it is what it is. Mostly the lighting is a bit wonky. I'm trying to find the best way to go here, because the overhead lights seem to be doing wonky things. Please don't fall off, you stupid lamp. Oh well, good enough. Don't care. Chuck the Almighty Chicken, 01 Shield, what's going on? I'm just sitting here trying to get my friggin' everything in the right order. That's a little bit much, but it is what it is. One of these days I'll get myself a ring light. That'd be better. Ring light right around the camera. Be good. Alright, so Sunday, it's a thing. We had a busy day. We slept in, which was nice considering my Saturdays are really long now. If you guys don't know, I now have to get up at 4 a.m. on Saturdays. And yeah, wow, that just really jacked everything up. I don't know if this light's worth having on. Maybe not. Maybe it'd be better off just go with none of that and figure out the focus. Sorry, normally don't have these problems, but hey, it's a thing. It doesn't know what to do. White balance is on auto. Oh well, I'll just deal with it. You guys don't need to see me. That I'm not that important. We're here to talk. Anyways, so really long day yesterday. We didn't even get home from the in-laws' house until like 10 o'clock at night. Stayed up a little bit late. Very tired. So slept in nice today. Did breakfast. Had a much lazy morning, which I desperately needed. Got a few things done. Not much. I edited and uploaded a new video for the patrons. So if you guys haven't seen that yet, by all means, go over there, check that out. Sorry, normal people, you won't be able to see that, so it's just up for the patrons. I wish I could wake up at 4 a.m. on the regular. Ugh, 4 a.m. sucks, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, during the week, I get up at 4:45, but Saturday used to be my sleep-in day. Now it's my get-up even earlier day, so that part sucks. Oh, by the way, drinking a beer. It's very nice. Picked it up yesterday. It's a 2015-2014 Boon or Goose Boon. That's backwards for some reason. So one thing I don't know is if things are reversed for you guys on the output. Let me know. Is that backwards in the chat? Just let me know. Is it backwards? If so, I need to reverse the camera. So let me know. Let me know real quick here, because I can do that. Hold on. Is that right? On that grind, basically, Hector. Hold on. Let's see here. Is that correct for you guys? It's right for me. Is it right for you guys? I don't know. I never look at my own output. Also, talking directly into the mic. Okay, so been a decently busy week. Well, not really. I mean, I finished one new kit. That's sitting right over here to my left. It has these little things. Teasers. It's finished to some degree. It'll be finished later. What car do I drive? I drive a car. Every day is now your sleep day, except that, yeah, exactly, sleep and day. Now you got that one day. Yep. Okay, so now it's right. Good, good, good. Because I've always had that problem of are things properly oriented or not. Never thought about the fact that my background was always backwards. So, and my phone usually, if I'm recording on my phone, it automatically flips it. But if I'm live streaming on my phone, there's no way to correct that. So that's pretty stupid. And I drive an SRT4 to answer your question, Dolphin L. I've covered that before. If you watch the vlogs. But either way, if you guys saw the teasers. So that review, I'm going to be filming that this week, along with some other stuff that I'm going to be doing to said kit. That I've been working on since I did that discussion video. Which is why we're here, but we'll talk about that in a minute. I did pick something up earlier that I'm excited about for all of my World of Nintendo people. So I know I have a few people here who do like that. Keep looking behind me. Actually, I have lots of room now. So something I've been after for quite some time now. The GameStop exclusive version of Mario vs. Bowser, or Bowser's Lava Battle Set. So this is pretty cool. Comes with a 4-inch Mario, the 6-inch Bowser, and I'm guessing that's the little wind-up bomb. It's either the wind-up bomb or it's the 2.5-inch. No, it looks like the wind-up version, so I don't know, kind of hard to tell. They look exactly the same. But I'm excited about this. I'm glad I got it from the good old GameStops and a decent price, considering that Bowser is usually pretty pricey. So that'll be coming up fairly soon. I built Gundam Mark II and a Hyakushiki over the past 2 days. Cool. Which size though? HD or MG? I've never built a Hyakushiki. I need to. This looks very plain behind me now. Also, I feel like I'm still not very well lit. We'll just go with that. We'll just go with the blinding light to my side here. Actually, it's reflecting off over there. That's not bad. Having light directly in front of the camera is a bad idea. You want to have the light behind the camera. But, oh well, it looks pretty good. How's it look to you? I had to change some of the settings. How does it look on y'all's end? Where do I go locally for my kits? Do I order online or locally? Well, if you catch my In the Kitchen with Shoky, you see where I normally get my stuff online. I normally order from Gundam Planet, but I've also been known to order from Big Bad Toy Store. Very recently, I ordered from USA Gundam Store because they had a few things. But locally, I usually get my stuff at Hobbytown, which I did do the other day. I went to Hobbytown, and had to have been Friday because it was payday. I went to Hobbytown, and I went to a new store. It's like a Japanese anime store, anime market. Something like that. I can't remember the name. It's a whole bunch of things. Either way, it's a very Japan and anime oriented store, and they literally have a giant wall of Gunpla. I would have filmed in there, but I don't think they probably take too kindly to that. But they have an enormous selection. It's like literally walking into a store in Japan that would have Gunpla. I did get a couple kits there. Can't show you those. Sorry. Spoilers. But I've been stocking up on certain things, so that's basically what I've been doing. In the future, I probably will buy a lot more from that store because they have a lot more older kits, whereas Hobbytown tends to get a lot more newer stuff. HG, I haven't got the cash for an MG, and they're both really solid. Much more Evolution Zeta. Cool. Been there. It was really cool, and the prices are decent. They have a couple P Bandais that were a bit pricey, but then again, they're P Bandais or convention exclusives. But the fact that they had such a massive selection was impressive. If it wasn't for the fact that I was after very specific things, I would have bought like a bigger selection. I was definitely after some very Tokyo Anime Market. Thank you. Yeah, and I mean I was already at Hobbytown, and it's only like 3 or 4 miles from Hobbytown, so it was worth it to me. I did feel like I was cheating on Hobbytown a little bit, if I'm honest, because I'm good friends with those guys. I did feel like that, but they've been kind of screwed on the whole ordering new Gundam kits, but things are rolling again now, so they're getting a lot more stuff in stock. So, but I needed to go there for paint and other supplies because I have a thing that I need to paint. I wanted all of the Exia. Did they have all of them? I don't know about all of them. What is a good price for the MG Hazel Custom? I paid $100 for mine, so I mean, anywhere between 90 to 100 is roundabout where it should be if you're buying it here. If it's anything over that, maybe 110 on the stretch if you need to get it that bad. Otherwise, that's just the cost of getting it here. I mean, it is what it is. I do like the Hazel. I've been looking at getting the Hirudu, or Hirudu, however the hell you say that. But I've only been able to find the Titans color version, not the white one. So I've been kind of putting it off on whether or not I want to get it or not, because I don't know if I want to slap it on my advanced or I want to slap it on my custom, and I don't feel like buying another Hazel just for that because I'm waiting for the Hazel 2 to eventually come out. Still waiting on that one. But that would be a good price for that. Double Riser is next in your book. I'm a fan. If you don't know, I'm a fan. It's a very skunky beer. Got the Zaku FZ from 0080. Planning on checking out Hobbytown. Recently moved to Houston. I've discovered there's a fairly large modeling community. Yeah, if you need to get in the Houston Gundam Club, if you haven't, and we'll obviously meet up at some point. If you don't know about it already, next Saturday is the Houston Grand Prix, or the Gundam Club Grand Prix at Hobbytown. So if you have anything built and you want to enter it, you need to do it by then. But if I get off work in time, I will be there to film. So we can meet up. From Walmart? Why? How the hell do I order that from Walmart? Or just mean Walmart.com. Do I plan on reviewing the Senunji Stein? Yes. That one, because I was talking about this actually Friday with Josh, because we're talking about the Senunji Stein. And I've always wanted the regular one, but it's so hard to catch in stock and have money. But the narrative version I definitely want. I like the look of it. So I'm going to be getting that at some point to check that out. So don't worry about that. It will happen. Are the events for Houston Gundam Club in December? Yeah, there's the monthly meetup, but then actually there's 2 monthly meetups. There's a Saturday and a Sunday. Usually they're a week apart. I don't know what they are offhand. I've been so bad about making the meets in the last couple months because I was so busy. But the 17th is the one for the Grand Prix, so it's our actual contest. So it's a club-wide contest, or at least whoever's local. And it was supposed to be back in like September or August, and it got bumped to November. So some people will be out there. I want to enter something, I just don't know what. I was going to enter my custom Optimus Prime that's sitting here, but it's a Gundam contest, and apparently I can't enter that, which sucked because I did a good job, which you guys will see in review sometime soon. So I'm thinking about maybe my GNXS. What do you guys think? You guys saw that. Do you think that'd be fun to enter in a contest? Yeah, Walmart.com is basically like an Amazon, so it's a thing. If you haven't joined the actual club on Facebook, do that. So look up the Houston Gundam Club or the Texas Gundam Club because they're tied together. We're just the Houston chapter, so to speak, and that goes for both of you guys, Hector, if you haven't looked, or Dolphin L, if you haven't looked, because you say you're new to Houston. But if you're not in the club, make sure you do that because you can keep up with any events because they usually get posted. Plus, it's just a big community of sharing. But if you get in good with Josh and Dion and those guys at Hobbytown, they're a big help. They're both been featured on my channel before. They're great guys. You can talk endlessly about customization and modeling and stuff like that. So that's my suggestion. My hair is a mess. I meant to get a haircut today and did not. See, what's weird is it's normal for you guys, but it's mirrored to me, technically speaking. It's weird. It's a weird mirrored situation. Either way. But we could talk forever about that. But hopefully I'll see you guys out there at some point. I do need to get back to making it. And now I can almost make Saturday meets if I'm off work in time. So that might change things up so I can leave my Sundays available, but we'll see. HGUC Easy 8 and paint it like Optimus Prime. Eh. I do need to get that one, though, just because it'll go with my ground type set. I still want a new revived version based off the 202 mold. I think that's just what's necessary. 202? 202. 209? I don't remember anymore. Brain is tired. So go with all the other ground types. I know they did one not long ago, but they need a new one. No, you don't. You don't. No, you don't have to. You don't have to have custom to showcase, dude. It's just the community. It's not a big thing. The having something built like that was only for the contest, so that's not a big deal. You don't have to have customs. I mean, most of the time, it's guys just doing straight builds or asking for techniques and stuff like that, or just showing off whatever. And of course, it's not strictly Gundam. We're not that rigid like some groups. So I showed off a few things in there. But no, that's not a big deal. Just look them up. You know, Houston Gundam Club on Facebook or Texas Gundam Club. Do both. You can see a lot more because there's bigger Texas events, quote unquote, and we're all sort of interconnected. We know each other all from different cities. So we try to do things, and I stress the word try. But yeah, that's what you should do. We did, in fact, there were what Dion was doing is called master classes. He was hosting things like that on panel lining, nub cleaning. Josh did one on airbrush cleaning techniques and prepping, stuff like that. I don't know if they've done anything else for a while. It was kind of hard getting support. No, that's not a big deal. But if you come out to the meets, you just have everybody at your disposal to hang out with. There's usually like 20 people, 20, 30 people at the meets lately. At least the last couple I've been to. So, yay. All right. Whew, sorry, I'm getting burpy here from the thing. All right, so I'm gonna cut that off for right there, and we'll go ahead. I don't have that much time to sit here and chit chat too much today. Like I said, technical problems with the internet, so I got to sort of limit my time. But I wanted to go over the question, the topic question from the other day, and sort of fits into what you're talking about with learning how to paint better. So just like that, I asked you guys what things, what skills have you learned in recent years and stuff like that that you've advanced, and what things you want to learn in the future. Like for myself, I've just learned a little bit better about cleaning things up. I've gotten better at painting. I consider myself pretty much at the top of where I can be for rattle cans. So in the future, very near future, I want to airbrush. Now, I airbrushed back in the day with a very old and crappy airbrush set, which I'm not going to even attempt to use anymore. It's so old and rotten. But I do have the new compressor, so I want to get an actual airbrush so I can start doing that instead of relying entirely on rattle cans. And I know plenty of people like Mitchell, Josh, Dion, Eric, all those guys can all airbrush and can definitely teach me different techniques, so that's not a problem. Also, the whole reason I was going to Fry's was to get stuff for wiring things. I know how to wire things up, but when it comes to kits, it's something new that I want to learn to play with, and it's one thing I'm going to be experimenting with this new kit. So you'll go after finals. Cool. Oh, that makes sense if you're busy with school. But you guys, what skills do you have or want to learn in the future? So I'll start at the top of the comments here. And it's Rodimus13. You guys should know him by now. If not, go subscribe to his channel. Alright, so over the past couple years, I learned basically how to finish a kit off. Painting with rattle cans, weathering, chipping, and even a bit of scratch building and kit bashing. But I want to learn how to do stuff with LEDs and other electronic elements, though. Outside of Gunpla, I've been teaching myself how to edit video and do the whole YouTube thing, which I've been trying to help him with a little bit. And he wants to learn how to 3D model and maybe eventually 3D print. Something I could probably also teach him how to do a little bit, because I was into all that stuff. Obviously, I learned how to video edit, and I learned how to do a lot of things in school, so I've already had that part of my education. I'm just finally practically applying it to YouTube. Learning the YouTube thing, learning how to set everything up, make decent quality videos, stuff like that. that's all something I've had to teach myself. So, Neo's Convoy. I would like to try airbrushing, but don't have the space or budget yet. Our creator, what's up, buddy? Yeah. Budget is always important, which is something that I'm learning a lot more about lately. Because my budget is getting out of control again, and I didn't realize that until Saturday. I went, oh, hey, ooh, slow down, buddy. So good thing I bought a whole bunch of kits to get me through the next couple months. I mean, I'm still gonna buy things. I just realized that, oh, hey, I've still got bills to pay. Dummy. All right. But yeah, no. Oh, sorry. I think airbrushing is on pretty much everybody's list, so that's probably gonna be repeated a lot here. Actually, I was about to read your comment and you interrupted. It says right here, my hand painting skills are improving as well as my nub removal. Still working on my weathering though, and eventually I want to learn how to airbrush. See, you beat me to your own comment, Neo's Convoy. You should have just waited. Dave's World. Okay, Dave. Jacob Horn. Haven't seen you in a while. Dave, do I know you? Because remember, if you're on here, I might not necessarily know who you are. Dave's World. Okay. Haven't been on stream forever. I don't know. It's just me if your mic sounds extra crisp. It's because I have the mic like right here in front of my face instead of hanging up and over here. So it's a little bit closer to me, so it probably sounds a little bit better. Also, not doing live stream directly off my phone, which is usually when it sounds like ass. So, all right. SWAT Rana. I've only started building Gunpla this year. Started with the out-of-the-box panel line snap build without nub removal. Hashtag nub shaming. Started removing nubs after my third kit. Rescinding the hashtag. I've just built 4 kits till now and have been around 10 more kits to build. Yay for backlogs. Hold on, should we have a backlog shaming hashtag? Hashtag backlog shame. New type powers are developing. David Star Shadow, aka Gunpla Meister. Okay. Right, maybe you want to learn how to remove seam lines, but I feel like it's by sanding it down and experienced by accident once while removing the nubs. Accidentally shaved down a little too much, did you? And then slowly painting our airbrushing kits and then gradually moving on to a customer scratch build or something. Well, funny thing is, a lot of those things kind of go hand in hand. Seam lining can be difficult. I'm not going to say it is difficult. It can be. If you really want something to practice on, and this goes for anybody who wants to practice seam lining, get some petite guys. Because they're just nothing but sandwich pieces. And that's a perfect way and as cheap way to learn how to seam line. So apply your glue or your cement in between the seams. If you're going to use super glue or putty or something, to actually cover the seams if you have to go that far. But if you really want to learn how to like fill in a gap with like putty or something like that, the thick seam line on the head of a petite guy is super difficult because it is a fairly thick seam line. I did it with just super glue. You know, just filling it with super glue, letting it dry, sanding it smooth. But a petite guy is a perfect starting place to learn seam lines. Backlog is disgraceful. Yeah, but your backlog, yeah. Hashtag Joey Backlogs. Joey Backlogs is here, guys. What up, Joe Guns? Hashtag Joey Backlogs. I think backlog hashtag backlog shaming is gonna be funny. But yeah, if you get into seam lining, which, like I said, is not super hard depending on the kit, it'll also help you get into the scratch building aspect, which is mostly cutting and gluing stuff and filling in gaps. So that's not that hard. I've been playing a lot with that. Yeah, super glue and baking soda is a perfect way to fill in gaps. You just have to work fairly quickly, and then actually, because I did this on... God, what kit did I do it on? I did it on a kit recently, and it dries stupid hard, but it gives more body to it, whereas super glue itself can be a little bit fragile, a little bit rigid, but if you add the baking soda to it, it gives it a lot more body and adds this filler. So realistically, if you say like you have a petite guy and you want to fill in that seam line on the head, you just get some baking soda, kind of fill that gap, and then super glue, and then sand the hell out of it. Yes, baking soda instant. Baking soda counts as an instant set, but it's also a filler at the same time. In case you guys don't know, water, baking soda, all help super glue cure almost instantly. So like if you have a little spritz of water, it'll help set in super glue nearly instantly. If you don't already have a bottle of Instaset, go watch my cement or super glue or cement versus super glue video to really help you learn the differences between the two and some of the things that you can use and how they work. I really break that down. But baking soda works as a filler. It gives a little bit more body to it, where instead you would do layers upon layers upon layers of super glue, which takes forever. But if you do, like I said, if you do like a line of baking soda and then you just go with super glue, it'll set almost instantly, and then you'll already have your filler. So, for that. Okay, and then Ryzern. I know Ryzern. I've kind of learned about airbrushing, but I'm still a noob working on my first airbrush project. Now you can check it out on his Instagram. I'm not going to give out your Instagram. They can find it on their own, which I do follow you, so I did watch your progress on that. That's pretty cool. And if you need any help with any of that stuff, you can always talk to Shop. Usually kind of layer the glue, sprinkle in baking soda on top. Yeah, you can do it that way, of course. I wasn't saying you couldn't. That was just an idea. But I would think like for filling in a deep seam line, I could see doing a layer of super glue and then like sprinkling on the baking soda, and then say like you want to have a smoother top to it, do another layer of super glue and then maybe some Instaset just to dry it quickly. Because guys, if you use a lot of super glue for stuff, you need something to Instaset it, and also helps to keep you from accidentally gluing your finger together. I was working on a project the other day, and the nozzle of the bottle was a little bit stuck. So whenever I was just like, I didn't even apply a ton of pressure. It's just like, and then it went, and then like I was trying to clean it up, and I got glue all over my fingers, and like, so I did glue my fingers together a little bit, and then also I had that weird feeling where I had no fingerprints on the finger for a day or so until the glue wore off. I wish I had a backlog. Sorry, Hector. They can help you out with that in the other stores in Houston if you need that eventually. All right, Pixelman. I recently learned how to use plastic cement and how to use it to basically rearrange parts. My current customer extended the stomach of Lupus and cut off and moved the piston down and added a new peg for the ball joint. You forgot to finish your bracket there. I would like to work on plug plate and fabricating parts and using putty to fill in the gaps. Well, you can also use what we were just talking about. So basically talking about using more scratch building and stuff like that, which is just applying glue to plastic. I mean, it's like the easiest way to do it. So, oh, I've said that too, but then I got one, it gave me anxiety, and I stopped building. Well, you're still working on your PGXia, right? Oh, by the way, I need to talk to you probably tomorrow about the thing, about one of the other projects that I need you to start on sometime soon, because things are going to get rolling very quickly. Oh, by the way, guys, Whip Wednesdays, I need a couple more submissions if you want to be in on Whip Wednesday this next coming week, because I think I only have like 2, and I need a few more than that. Oh. I don't have backlog because I don't have self-control. I swallow a build. That's weird. All right, so Jason Callier, or Callier, however, I don't know which way to properly say that, so I'll just say Callier. All right, learning better nub removal and panel lining, so kind of the basics. And for the future, start using rattle can painting and scratch building. I want to start building custom Gunpla. Yeah, get something that's easily kit bashed. Go from there. The thing, I better finish my things soon too. Yes. No, the other thing. The other thing. The thing, you know. Okay. And then Dolphin Owl just asking questions about my car. And yes, that was the reason for the wires hanging from the ceiling, is that the DVD player that was in it The way they installed it, it's just got a piece of MDF inside the headliner, and it had like four big screws in it, and I guess just the normal vibration of everything worked several of those screws loose. And so, like, it was a Saturday, like maybe a month ago. I get in the car and I go to work and I look in the rearview mirror and it's just like it's just dangling like this, like by hanging barely by one screw. So I get to work and I've always got some tools in my trunk, so I'm like looking for a screwdriver desperately. So I'm holding it up, take out the screw that's left, and then it just and then of course it has, you can see the wires hanging. So I had to figure out how to disconnect it. It was connected in like 2 or 3 spots and like taped and all kinds of different connections. And I didn't want to cut anything because I didn't know what may or may not still have power, and I definitely don't want to accidentally cut through a powered circuit. So I disconnected everything at the connection points, and so the wires that are hanging down are the AV cables for sure, and I think the power cables. I could be wrong. But I have to figure out where they go, and I don't want to just completely rip everything apart one afternoon and then be sitting there with no headliner, no side panels and stuff. The wires dangling are annoying, but they're not in my way at the moment. I do have to actually set that aside. Plus, now I need a new dome light. So, and finding one for a car that old, a little bit difficult. I only have an airbrush. What is a rattle can? Yes, spray paint, rattle can. Good, my lord, I hated seeing the boxes in a tower and thinking of what's in them. Well, I mean, you guys have seen my backlog over here. You know, I literally have a shelf, technically 3, 4 shelves of backlog. So, is what it is. I wish I didn't have as much of a backlog, but I do. And Hector, who has a comment as well. I just barely learned how to remove nubs. I used to straight build without caring about nub marks. Hashtag nub shaming. After the break, I'm going to start working on a project. I'm going to learn how to use LED wires on your double Quanta. Also, I learned how to get rid of seam lines. Want to learn. So everybody wants to learn how to seam line. Everybody wants to learn how to scratch build. In the future, coming up sometime soon, because of the projects I'm working on, I can show you guys a few techniques. Nothing I can give away right this second because I've got these projects all going on in the background along with all the normal builds. But I can give a few tips and pointers and show off what I've done to do some of these things, like scratch building, and soon coming up, wiring up LEDs and stuff like that. So there's that. 2 summers ago, I had Vidar, Barbatos, and Unicorn. All done in 7 days, no self-control. I used Gunpla to replace cigarettes. Hey, that's kind of cool. Yeah, you don't. How many different addictions do you need to replace there, Ryan? Yeah. Well, I mean, Gunpla replaced my other collection, sort of. Even though technically I still have a lot of that in me, which would be, you know, this stuff. Not that I was a heavy drinker; I was a heavy collector. But now that I also Gunpla, quote unquote, for a job, I have to keep the job moving forward. I can't smoke if my hands are busy. That's entirely true. Good job. Is it only like the 2 of you? I don't even know how many guys are watching. How many people are watching? Somebody let me know. Sorry, I'm doing a thing, but I don't have enough hands. By the way, guys, we just crossed over 3,400 subscribers, which is awesome. So we actually got that last 400 fairly quickly. Okay, I see 8 people watching. Or 9. Where are the likes? I want to see some likes. I got 8 people watching and only 4 likes. Let's get that thumbs up going, guys. There's a bit of a delay there. That's funny. Alright, but it's been pretty good. If anybody who's watching has any other questions, real quick, by all means throw them out. Or if you have answers of your own for the discussion question, by all means do so, because we've got a few more minutes. Maybe maybe about 8 more minutes. I'll call it at about 5:50. Because I got to start dinner sometime soon, and Doctor Who is on at 7, so we usually kind of, make our nights work towards that. I do have 2 or 3 unboxings I need to film, and, I don't necessarily want to do every unboxing now, but I feel like if I don't have a Whip Wednesday, I need to have something in its place. So maybe if I have a Whip Wednesday, I won't do the unboxing video, or maybe I'll release it later or something like that, or I'll upload it but put it in the card or something like that. So if you want to go back and watch the unboxing, we can do that. But certain things I definitely want to show off, especially new things that aren't Gundam, such as the Kamen Rider kit from Friday, which I actually don't know how many views that has. Let me go look. I uploaded that so long ago. Because, guys, the patrons saw that a long time ago. In case you're wondering, how does that only have 82 views? Wow. I guess I just won't do anything but Gunpla from now on if you guys won't watch it. Or maybe I'll just stop doing Gunpla until you watch my other things. How about that? Maybe that's the trade-off there. Change it to where, like, you only have that to watch. I'll do that. I'll do it that way. But if nobody has any other questions, I'm just gonna call it. I'm just waiting to see, because nobody else is commenting. My hands have been numb lately. Too many projects started. Also, if you guys have a discussion topic that you want to bring up, that everybody can do that, by all means. I could always use more ideas. And especially if it's something that we can bring up in the Nerdcast, that would also be very good. In fact, the quote-unquote technical problems that I had kept me from filming a Nerdcast last night, so I had to change all my plans. In theory, I'll be recording a new one next weekend with Thomas Rice after the Gundam Club meet / Grand Prix, so that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm going to basically be pounding my recording devices full of stuff if if I'm recording the Grand Prix, checking out videos, hopefully interviewing some people, or setting stuff up for more builder showcases in the future, which is always fun to do, because I haven't done one in quite some time now that I think about it. And then recording a Nerdcast after. The things. Yes, I know you've been very busy with your big project you've been working on, which I can't wait to see the end result. That'd be pretty cool. We don't have to change your mind. It's pretty much midnight there. Yeah. We don't have to change your mind, Hector. There's no reason to. If you're not a fan of it, you're not a fan of it. No reason to bother to try to change your mind. And I don't like ranking things. That kind of falls in with that's kind of hard to do because not everybody's seen every series, so can't really rank everything, so to speak. And just asking for favorites is not really a discussion. That's one of the reasons why I skip favorites questions on the Nerdcast, because there's not a lot to talk about. Ah, crap, it just got here. What's everybody doing? Okay. You were here first. How did you just get here? Woo-boo. Woo-boo. Wub, wub, wub. I don't know what that is. You're just saying things now. So, is the Bumblebee movie a reboot? It's apparently a soft reboot of some sort. We've discussed the Bumblebee movie before, in different ways, but no, it's a reboot, not a reboot. It's a reboot. It's a reboot prequel. Reboot-quel? Reboot-quel sequel? There's no real knowing what it actually is. It's just them making up a new thing and loosely tying it into the Bayverse, basically. No, I didn't. I said it wasn't 6 Central, you dork. I replied to you and said I was running behind. Oh, what about you? How does that... What... That would be what about you? That makes no sense. It makes no sense, Ryan. That's not even like a good abbreviation of something. What about you, mate? Yeah, no, it was not 6 Central. It was 5 Central, which is how it was set up. I was just running behind because I had technical problems. Like, I replied to you and then went live like 3 minutes later, if that. So, it was your fault for leaving. You left before the... You should always check. No, it was not 6 Central. It was 5. There was no change in that. It was just running behind. Now you've missed everything. So now you're going to have to go back and rewatch all of the things. That's what you get. IDEK fam. I don't even know. Is fam short for something? Is fam an abbreviation? Everybody go back and rewatch this video from the beginning. So Andy, what skills? Did you answer the question? I never saw your comment. What's your answer to the discussion? We'll go out on you. So answer the techniques you've learned in recent years and things you still want to learn. I've seen your building capabilities. So give me your answer. Like heck, I'm watching this whole thing back. I'm sleeping after this. Yes, you are sleeping after this because you're on the other side of the world. Well, like a quarter way around anyways. You're all like 4.5. Wait, you're fairly far ahead. You're not that far ahead, are you? Well, it's 6 p.m. here, so you're only... I can't do math. 8. Nope, 9, 12, 75. Do the math. Do the math, stupid. 7. Cameron, you're always late. Except for last week. You weren't late last week. Oh, now you show up. Did everybody think it was 6 p.m.? Originally, it was going to be 4. Originally, I was going to go an hour earlier, but the wifey decided to go shopping, and I had to go with her because she's incapable of actually buying anything on her own. That's not an exaggeration. I actually have to go with her so she'll actually buy something. If you have a woman in your life who actually can't go shopping on her own, let me know. And I don't mean like physically incapable, because there is that. If you have a woman who actually can't go because she can't make a decision on something to buy, let me know. Or is my woman that rare? We observe daylight savings in East Tennessee. Well, yeah, it still was the same time. Either way, you didn't answer the question, Andy. Answer the question. I have a tiny dinosaur. Do you have a tiny dinosaur? That's your new question. If you had a tiny mechanical dinosaur in your life, what would you call him? Actually, yes, that's a question, and we'll just go out on for anybody who's live right now or anybody who's going to watch this in the future. Just a random question, not a real discussion. If you had a tiny robotic dinosaur in your life, just for reals, what would you name him? Let me know. My skills that I need to improve are budgetary and need a ton of cash. Something therapeutical about... That's a word? I'm in Texas. Yes, I'm in the Central Time Zone. You know, there's something therapeutic about laying in bed and watching a stream without obnoxious music before a Monday with school. Without obnoxious music? Yes, budgetary needs are a thing. And the question is for everybody, not just you, Ryan. It's everybody who's watching. And that's a repeat of a question. No, he just rescinded. He rescinded his question because he's a silly person. He's a silly, silly Ryan. Oof. Should I do an entire live stream in my unboxing voice or my in the kitchen with Shoky voice? God, that would be hard. Do an entire hour of that. Well, then, before the time change here, taxes is an hour behind me. Yes, I am aware. I have friends on the East Coast, quote unquote. Yes, so it would be 6. It would be 6 Eastern for you, 5 Central for me, not 6 and 6 and 6. You had your numbers all wonky. Yes. Yeah. Guys, if you're watching and you're not commenting, comment. All right, I will go at exactly 6 p.m. Central Time. Central Time. Central Time. Not Eastern. Not to be confused with Eastern Time. So. Yeah, you'd probably do that voice for an hour or something for a sub special. You know it. Maybe for the patrons. Actually, I did. It was a new In the Kitchen with Shoky, but it was specifically for the patrons. So I didn't even need to edit that video, but I did. But that was funny. But no, that voice is not that easy to do, and I've noticed that I've actually started slipping a little bit more on it. Like, I'll go back and watch the first couple, and I was a little deep, a little raspier. It's because in that first go around, it was actually difficult to maintain that voice for too long. So those cutaways are actually my real reactions, not just being funny. I would say that I have learned some basics of scratch building pots. That is something I definitely want to improve upon. Also, I need better painting setup. I mean, what's a better painting setup? I paint outside when I have to. It's like I did get something at Hobbytown. Normally I've been using whenever I do paint jobs, I have skewers with silly putty to hold my parts. I got some alligator clips on sticks finally, although I paid more for them than I should have because they were actually official Tamiya. But that should make life a little bit easier for the paint job I have to do this week, which I should have done already, but it took way too long to get back. Jeez, I'll start throwing money at you and other people get a job. When I get a job, you still gotta wait for me. You should. Although I did learn on Patreon that I need to set things to patrons only, or else people can just see them. Oh, I have a silly question for all of you guys. The Facebook Messenger. It's usually that, ping sound or ting, whatever, that nice high pitched ting sound. Like maybe 2 weeks ago, not quite. Mine suddenly turned to just like a click noise. It's like that's all it is. Did anybody else's phone do that in like the last update? Anyone out there? I have Samsung. I don't know if it affected everybody. But it's driving me crazy because I miss notifications right and left. The normal notification, like for comments and stuff, is the same, but just the messenger notification is different. Let me know if that happened to you. Did I miss what Master Grade Monday will be? No, because I don't have a Master Grade Monday lined up for tomorrow. I've had to take a break from the Master Grades. 1, because I don't have many. 2, I have to get so much more other stuff taken care of. I might do a Not Quite Master Grade Monday unboxing, because that's kind of my only option right now. I do have friends who've said they would let me check out their Master Grades if I need to. If you guys will forgive me for reviewing a kit that I didn't build. But no, I do need to get back on Master Grades. But I'm so limited on the ones I have right now. I'm just kind of dilly-dallying on those, so to speak. Although I did nearly buy at least 2 Master Grades. Wait, what did I buy? I bought things the other day and I don't remember what I bought. Is that bad? Like, I did so much shopping, I forgot what all I bought. So you don't know, it's just me. Okay. It's got to be an Android thing. I could not find it in the notifications on how to adjust it or change it. But I'll look into it. But yeah, I might do start spamming Shoky and just hear click, click, click. Well, no, the thing is, I might not actually. That's the thing. I forgot who messaged. Like somebody was messaging me the other day, and I absolutely couldn't hear it. Like it was in my pocket, no idea. But yeah, that's about it. I don't know what I'll do for a Master Grade Monday, to be honest, because I've got the Providence, the Double Zeta, the Shin Musha, and I think that's the only real Master Grades I have. I could be wrong. There might be one more down there. But then I also still have one more Grays I can do for a not quite Master Grade Monday. I'm still trying to get with Mitchell on reviewing the Supernova Sandrock. We just have to make that work. His schedule is a little bit tighter than mine. Plus, he has to drive over here. So I don't know. Gotta figure that out. I need more Gundam building friends who are like directly local. Like, I mean, my closest one is like David, and he lives a good 35 minutes away. So, but I know he's willing to let me look at stuff, so that's not a problem. So that might be in the near future, though. Of course, I'll try to have him involved in the review if it's going to be something crappy that's falling apart in my hands. How about that? Whips on Monday, huh? How about you show some of your whips on Mondays if I have some? I can't, because I can't show off the whips that I'm working on. That's why. The one you know about. I obviously I can't show that off. The things I'm working on right now, there's nothing to show off. That's the only reason why. Well, I guess I technically have one thing that's sitting right here actually that I was working on a live stream the other day. I could show that off, but it's not in any state to show off, if that makes sense. In the future, I can definitely do that when I am working on a real project for something like that. I will have no problem doing something like that, especially if it's a longer progress or a custom or something like that. I'm going to start showing those things off if it's not something very, very like something I need to limit. People who build Gunpla are like an endangered species. That's true. The UK does have a problem with that. Is it available through the notification settings? Click on messengers. Access to help tabs. Let me look. I'm about to leave, but I need to look at this just real quick. I also have Spotify keeps trying to pop up. I need to stop doing that. Okay, so notifications. Go down to Messenger. I did do this the other day, but I didn't see if just the okay, hold on. Nope. You get to listen to me. Hold on. Nope, not that. Wow, that's an old one. I gotta wonder if that sound just disappeared. As dumb as that sounds. Maybe what happened is they got rid of that. Hold on. If you guys want to know what one of my text messaging sounds is. It's a rarity. I've never met another Gunpla builder here. Where are you, Cameron? See, I know that noise. I'm just trying to find it now. I think they legitimately got rid of that sound effect. Yeah, that they legitimately got rid of the sound itself. That must have been actually like whatever. That's gay. Makes sense. Either way, I know that's silly. It's annoying me that just went away. See, now I need to know what. Either way, I'm done with that. Sorry. Just Trying to flow with that. Oh, Cameron, you're in the UK. Okay, you're in England. I feel like I knew that. Wait, so you're up like super late as well? There you go. I know you guys are probably nowhere near each other, especially because Ryan's in Ireland. But hey, so between you guys, Reese, SteelAngelJohn, those are like all my UK subscribers for the most part. Cool. All right, but I will catch you guys later. I need to go ahead and go. I need to start making dinner plus internet usage. But guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. Discussion, questions, answers. If you have any answers to this question, the skills question, things you've learned, things you've come up with in the last couple of years, things you want to learn in the future, by all means, leave them in the comments down below so we can still read them and check them out if you missed the discussion questions. I think I'll probably always post a question on Thursdays, like midday. So look forward to those things. I have a Nerdcast recorded from last weekend. I need to work on editing that, because that one's going to take a lot of editing because we recorded it live. But I mean live here is what I meant. I do have to deal with that. I've got to get a few more reviews. Got to film some unboxings over here, obviously. Maybe a Master Grade Monday, quote unquote, unboxing for tomorrow. We'll see. I may just leave it at nothing, to be totally honest. Go back and watch old Master Grade Mondays. We'll see what happens. But either way. What other things? T-shirts, obviously, and right here on the thing. Go buy some T-shirts. Double October stuff still available. Obviously, it's cold. Go buy hoodies. Go get a hoodie, whether it's a Shoky hoodie, Double October hoodie, any of those things. You can get a subscribers hoodie. I need to get one, to be totally honest. But I'll see you guys later. Stick around for all the things coming up. This week will be another build. So Whip Wednesday, well, if I don't get enough stuff for Whip Wednesday, there's definitely an unboxing ready to go for this week. I'm pretty sure. But Whip Wednesday submissions, by all means, get them to me by tomorrow night. That would be Monday night. Send them into the Shoky01 email, or send them into my Facebook, like, directly. Either way. Or post them. Posting them actually is actually a good way to do it, because I can just get all the photos together. Sometimes getting them in Messenger doesn't always work, but I did get some from Pixelman and I believe another person. So, hey, there's that. But I'll see you guys later. So remember, as always, to keep on nerding, to keep on building, and let's keep building this community together, because we've got 3,400 people so far. Don't know where everybody is, because we're very slim today. Either way, catch you guys later. I'm just going to hit the microphone. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later.